Oh man, okay. Yeah, good morning. Okay. Yeah, good morning, friends, and I hope your day is going well. I would want to do just a little video on this particular issue. Somebody asked me how come that I haven't said something about that, but let me address that issue now. And it has to do with, recently a Lagos-based pastor by the name Tunde Bakare. I think that was last week. Was trying to more like tell President Buhari to, I think, ensure that he anoints a successor. And you see, that is why I said, when you are the helper of your God, you are stupid. How can you continue to worship a God who you are the one who is helping that God? Last year, the same Tunde Bakare told his church members that God told him. And in case any of you have the video, kindly post it here. But the video is on YouTube. That God told him after Muhammadu Buhari that he's the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And with all due respect, sir, you eminently qualified to contest. Being qualified is one thing, and having what it takes to lead is another thing. So if you are talking about qualification, participating in the troublemaker, don't come here. If you have hey Filippo Achebedi, welcome my people. It's entirely a different thing. So Tunde Bakare, you're qualified, sir, eminently qualified to contest, and in our presidential election. Allow me to concentrate anytime. But having what it takes to lead Nigeria, lead us out of this nonsense that we are in, is a different thing. Now, you said last year that God told you that after Muhammadu Buhari, you are the next president. Prophecy. I have problem with all these people that come with all this God told me, God told me, God told me. Even those who are using Bible and church to scam the poor people, God still told them, God called them. If you want to be the president of this country, have you registered with any political party? Have you started talking to Nigerians? Because we are the ones who will vote. Mounting pressure on President Buhari to well, I go block you for this. I go block you anytime if you don't allow me to do this broadcast now. So mounting pressure on President Buhari to bring anoint who will succeed him. I mean, it's funny. So God told you will be the next president. Now you want to help your God by now putting pressure on our president who just won third term, because whether you like it or not, his third term is affirmed. And even Atiku, who contested with him, in that election, challenged the election in court, from the tribunal to Supreme Court, and it's been confirmed that he's duly elected and he's been sworn in for the second term. So we shouldn't, the issue of whether the election was rigged, or I think those stories, the events that happened in the judiciary has overtaken that. So what I expect every Nigerian to do, including politicians, is to give Buhari the necessary support for him to finish this tenure. Because whether you like it or not, even if you don't like him, he's going to stay there for these next 4 years. So what we are supposed to do is to support him. Where you think that he's going the wrong way, criticize him constructively and ensure that, you know, he succeeds this time around. If there is anything he didn't get well in the first term, we just hope that he will make corrections this second term. It is too early for anybody to start disturbing us with, you know, he should anoint who is going to succeed him in the office. It is not his job. I want to tell Pastor Tunde Bakare that President Buhari has a right to support anybody who when he's done, you know, with the second term, he has a right guaranteed by our constitution to support anybody of his choice. But he doesn't have the right to impose on us. He doesn't have that right. So if God gave you prophecy that after Buhari you will be the next president, and the next thing now you're ranting and disturbing everybody that he should anoint or see to it that the right person succeeds him, go and sit down. I expect you, Pastor Tunde Bakare, to have set up a team that will look at different challenges that we are facing in this country. Take, for instance, security. You are a big name. You have this church, they organize this program. I don't know their name again, but they organize this popular program where they invite politicians and, you know, other people of, you know, great intellectual resource to come and talk. I think I've had Bishop Matthew Kuka there on several times. I've had Peter Obi and several other people, the MD of First Bank and so on. You can set up something like that. Every 2 months, do one. You can afford it. On security, you can even bring people from whether Europe or anywhere that you feel that they are getting their security right. Invite them to come talk about how we can bring solution to the insurgency, kidnapping, banditry, and all the rest, all the crises that we are going through in this country. Begin to tell us the solution, how you intend to solve the barrage of problems that are hitting us hard on this country. Not in trying to help your God fulfill the prophecy that you said he told. If God told you you are going to be the next president after President Muhammadu Buhari, are you now trying to help your God? Because that's why I have problem with all this on our God. If he told you, he should have been the one working to ensure that you get into that place, not just coming to bring distraction. Allow Buhari to work, offer ideas, offer solutions to our numerous problems. Why is 2023 of concern to you? God told you last year, keep your God told you. Begin to tell us how you intend to revive our educational sector that is in comatose. As a businessman, can I have a place where I can get like 10-20 million? I have good ideas how to take my business to the next level. But where can you get the money? The type of banks that we have today, can they give you a loan that will allow you breathe? The kind of loan that they offer today, you try it, almost you're gone. You collect that loan and bring it into your business. You're almost like a slave. So if God told you that you are the next president of this country after Buhari, let your God bring it to pass. Allow this government They have 4 years. 4 years is quite a long time. You can't start talking of 2023 election now. You are doing more harm to this country than this nonsense, because for me it's just nonsense. You are coming to play politics by bringing in God told me. God told me. I hope you realize that it's not every Nigerian who is with you in Christianity. Even those who are Christians, all of them are not Pentecostal, evangelical, whatever they call you people. You don't expect a Catholic who are Anglican or Presbyterian and Methodist people who their brain is working to now vote for you just because you said God told me. The people who build schools with God told me and with Bible that even the poor members of their church cannot attend, it was still the same God that they are using to exploit the poor. Proffer solutions to our problems, not by coming to hit up the polity by announcing about what God told you. Now see, let God make it come to pass. God is not the one who is going to vote on that day. Start playing the real politics. Begin to tell us the solutions that you have. Who knows, you may win our heart that day. You don't expect a Muslim to vote for Tunde Bakare just because you said God told him. Whatever God said to you, he said to you. That is your own. There are people who don't even believe in your God. So how are you going to convince them to vote for you? How are you going to convince them to vote for you that day? Proffer solutions, Oga. We have security challenges. What is your plan in solving this problem? How are you going to end the Boko Haram issue? How are you going to end the banditry? How are you going to stop the killer herdsmen? How are you going to stop the kidnappers and so on? So many security problems. How are you going to revive the educational? How come politicians are sending their children out of the country to get good education? It's because they do not trust what we have here. They don't trust our schools. They don't trust our teachers. They don't trust our lecturers. And that's why they don't even bother to pay them what is due to them. They can go on strike, be on strike for almost 1 year and 2 years, and nothing is done. Because they know that their children are not here. So what is your plan, sir, for Nigeria? Stop disturbing Buhari about that. He has won the election. There are those who believe that he did not win the election. Whatever you think that you believe. I mean, just like I said at the beginning of this video, the events that played out at the judiciary has overtaken that issue. The highest court in the land has ruled that Buhari won the 2019 presidential election, and that is the way it is. I do not expect anybody to now go and begin to bring crisis. Allow him to concentrate. Allow him to focus. Begin to offer ideas to him. Begin to proffer solutions to him. Begin to point him in the right direction. I don't know who Buhari is. I don't know the kind of person he is. But I believe that if somebody as prominent as you are, if you go to... Oh, sorry. Oh, man. Sorry, a call came in. So now, begin to proffer solutions. Do not play politics of God told me. Whatever God said to you, he said to you. Somebody like me, I'm not going to vote for you because you said God told you. That is not how they play politics. That's why Africa is in problem because of religion. So if I'm going to have another president who is going to be, we are having security challenges, all he can offer is prayer. Let's pray against Boko Haram. Let's pray against our schools that are even you, Tunde Bakare, cannot send your child to LEA primary school. You know that. So please keep your God told me. Allow Buhari to work. He has won the election. And that is what Supreme Court says. And there is nothing anybody can do. That is just the law. So don't begin to bring unnecessary distraction, unnecessary crisis now. 2023 is still far. You can still start playing your politics. I don't have problem with that. You can still start playing your politics. Begin to meet people of different region. Go to north, go to south, go to south, go to southwest, where you come from. Go to southeast, go to northeast, everywhere. That is how politics is done. Begin to talk to Nigerians. They are the ones who will vote you. It is not Buhari's responsibility to pick you and then hand over to you just because you said God told you. You gave that prophecy last year. I didn't say anything. And now you're now beginning to, so you're now mounting pressure on him so that he will not pick you and put you there. You are not the only one God is speaking to. When a Chris Okotie contested several times, that it was God who also told him. And all the election, he lost. And several other people who also, even Goodluck Jonathan, the election that Buhari beat him, didn't people like you, your colleagues, pray for him? He might not be one of them. But some of your colleagues who also hear from God also prayed. And they also were told by their God that Jonathan is coming back. But what happened? Please, start telling us if you are qualified, just like I said. But whether you have what it takes to lead us, you need to prove that. But in terms of qualification, you are eminently qualified to lead this country to contest in presidential election. But in whether you are capable is a different thing. And you have to show us that you're capable by beginning to talk to us. Tell us what you can do. If you are coming with this, God told you, I don't see anything different between you and all the past presidents that we've had in the past, including the current one. So start telling Nigerians how you intend to change the things from the way they are to a better place. How are you going to make this country now is divided? Whether you like it on a long ethnic, a long religious line. How can you mend? How can you bring healing? That is what I expect from you. Not to be mounting pressure and be telling everybody Buhari should. It's not Buhari's responsibility to anoint anybody. Even if that is what is happening in this country, it is not right. You make the field a level playing ground for everybody to participate. And it is now left for Nigerians to choose whoever they want. I can vote for a president who is a Christian or who is a Muslim, even though I don't believe in God, even though I don't believe in any of their gods. It all depends on how are you able to sell yourself to me? Can you tell me the vision that you have for this country? Can you tell me the direction you intend to take this country to? Take useless religion out of politics, out of governance. We have governors who they have children in their states who are not in schools. We have almost 15 million children out of school. You don't know that this is disaster waiting to happen. And you have governors who will use money to sponsor people on religious pilgrimage. They are using money to build mosques and churches. And there is no school to take our children to. Last year you opened your mouth and you were saying all those things that you were saying God told you. Don't keep that your God told you. Who is the God? Where is that God? When a pastor who is a Khan, one of the Khan president or state chairman or so, he's been kidnapped. I don't know if he has been released by the terrorist group. And you are here, I tell you, where is that God? That he couldn't stop those criminals from picking that man. I saw the video 2 days ago. And that was even what got me angry that made me to do this video. Where is that God? He allowed them keep picking. And you're coming to deceive us again with God told you. Several pastors of who are your colleagues, they've been killed by these same terrorists. By kidnappers. Find solution. There is no job for you. They are idle. And you're bringing all this, your nonsense God told me. If you have nothing to offer Nigerians, if you do not have anything meaningful to offer Nigerians, get out of this space, sir. With all due respect. Because when elders begin to talk as if they don't know their age, and they don't even know what they want, children are even allowed to talk to them anyhow. How can you, a country that you know is a secular state, you have Christians, you have Muslims, you have those who are non-believers, you have traditionalists, and you're bringing God told me into politics. You people are accusing the current president of Islamization. So now you are now coming in with your son. When you now enter, those who are non-Christians will now begin to complain that you're also trying to Christianize Nigeria. For how long are we going to continue on this path? Nigeria is at a melting point. Nigeria is at a point where it can no longer handle what, and if we are not careful, we are going to use religion and ethnicity to destroy this country. I expect you set up if you truly want to lead this country, just like I said, you are qualified, eminently qualified. And it's way within your rights, as guaranteed by our constitution, to participate in our elections. But in terms of being capable to lead this country, you need to show that to us by selling your visions to us. What are your plans for this country? That is what I expect from you, Tunde Bakare, and any other pastor who is going to come in with all this nonsense God told me. Set up a team. I don't expect you to know everything. Set up an economic team, a team that will, be able to crack this crisis, bring solution that will end the insurgency, bring solution that will make our youth, take them off street. More youths are going into armed robbery and several other crimes. The people who are doing all these kidnappers, they are not old men, young men. But if they were gainfully employed, if they had something meaningful, useful doing with their lives, I don't think they would have preferred taking to crime. Because they say, an idle hand is the devil's workshop. So please, keep this God told me out. Because you coming now, after saying that thing that you said last year, you coming now to not be mounting pressure on President Buhari, because from your statement, you expect him to pick you and anoint you as the president. Because since you have told us last year that God told you after Buhari you are the next president, it's practically almost like you're working towards making your prophecy come to pass. You're not the only one who God said something to. Keep religion out of politics. It's destroying us. Several years ago in this country, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian did not matter. Let MK Abiola was a Muslim. His deputy vice president was a Muslim. And it never was an issue for Nigerians. Everybody voted for him. And when he had issue, the election was annulled and he began facing, challenges with the military, both Christians and everybody. But how did we get to this point? So, enough. The word is, as they say, is enough for a wise. If what you have to offer us is God told me, Omo. If what all you have, Tunde Bakare, is that prophecy that you told your church members and they were clapping at you, if that is all you have to offer for us, I would rather support that President Buhari takes third term than give my vote to you. God told you. Let God bring that, your God that is telling you to be our president. Let him bring solution to our problem. Let him, to all this crisis, let him bring solution. Let him bring solution. If you have nothing to say, if you have nothing useful to offer this country, please stay in your church. That's your business. You're making your money there. Whatever God is saying, let God be saying that for you and your congregation. Keep God told you out of poverty. Religion has destroyed this country. Religion has destroyed this country. You people, I can accuse somebody of being an Islamic fanatic or whatever you call it. You have Christians who are also fanatics as well. Why are you bringing God told me into politics? If Chris Okoti, how many times has he told us that God told him he's going to be the president? Is he not tired of contesting? The God failed. Where is that God? When people are being killed, you know how many Christians that have been killed by this nation?
Man of God.
So please, whatever that you want to do for this country called Nigeria, begin to market, sell your vision to us. Keep religion out of Nigerian politics. If God is telling you anything, let him tell you and the people who they've chosen to follow you. Don't disturb my eardrum with nonsense God told me. People are using God told me to exploit the poor, the weak, people who they are supposed to help. They are collecting from them, using God told me and using Bible. You are free to preach. Do your preaching. Whatever revelation that you say you had from your own God, because not everybody that's following your God, share with your congregation. But when it comes to national politics, it comes to national issues, please, let's address the matter as it is. Last year, God told you will be the next president. This January, you're mounting pressure on President Buhari to anoint his successor or pick whoever is going to be the next person to take over from him. Can't you see that this your God is weak and needs help? So you're not trying to help your God to fulfill what he promised you. If your God is really this thing, keep quiet. Let him work it out. Shebi in Proverbs, he said that the heart of king is in the hand of God now. Let him turn the heart of Buhari without you disturbing the space. Without you disturbing the space, because it's not everybody who is into religion. We have a lot of issues. Let's begin to think of how to find solution to our crisis. Too many things that is happening to this country. So many issues. I believe that some of your children, they even went to school abroad. What have you done on your own part with your own little resources to improve our educational? Well, how many primary schools, early year primary schools, they don't have roof? Have you renovated with your money? Let your God go and fix, even start from there. Let your God go and rescue Leah Shaibu. The God that couldn't rescue Leah Shaibu, the girl who said that she's not ready to deny Jesus. Your God has not rescued him. He's not the same God that is telling you that you're going to be our president. Okay? People don't they wake up. You can't continue scamming people with that God told me. If you want to participate in presidential election come 2023, like I said, you're eminently qualified. But whether you have what it takes to lead is an entirely different thing. And you need to prove to Nigerians before they will vote for you that you have the solution. You have all it takes to lead this country. If all you can bring to the table is God told me. Okay, we are tired of that. Thank you so much, guys. See you later.